The Sistine Chapel is a regular brick building with 6 arched windows on each of the 2 main walls and a barrel-vaulted ceiling. The interior walls are decorated with paintings from many Florentine Renaissance masters. The Sistine Chapel is constructed by architect Giovanni de' Dolci. It is located in the Vatican City. The interior is divided into 3 stories, including a vaulted basement with several windows and a doorway leading to an exterior court. The vaulted ceilings rises more than 65 feet, and a 3rd story forming the upper level of the chapel sits above the ceiling. The 6 major arched windows have been blocked over the years. Some major maintenance corrections to the open gangway have also been done, as well as repairs to the Sistine Chapel masonry. The original vault in the interior was painted to the design of Pier Matteo Lauro de Manfredo da Emilia. The pavement on the chapel is a combination of marble and colored stone that marks the way from the main door that the Pope follows on Palm Sunday. The Sistine Chapel is one of the most famous painted interior spaces in the world, and virtually all of this fame comes from the breathtaking painting of its ceiling from about 1508 to 1512. The chapel was built in 1479 under the direction of Pope Sixtus IV. The location of the building is very close to St. Peter's Basilica and the Belvedere courtyard in the Vatican. One of the functions of the space was to serve as gatherings place for cardinals of the Catholic Church to gather in order to elect a new pope. Even today it is used for this purpose, including in the recent election of Pope Francis in March 2013. Originally, the Sistine Chapel vaulted ceiling was painted blue and covered with golden stars. The walls were adorned with frescoes by different artists such as Pietro Perugino, who painted Christ delivering the keys to St. Peter there in 1482. In 1508, Pope Julius II hired Michelangelo to paint the ceiling of the chapel. Before this time, Michelangelo had gained fame through his work as a sculptor, working on such great works as the Pieta and David. According to Vasari, the reason why Julius gave such a lofty task to Michelangelo was because of the instigation of the 2 artistic rivals of his, the painter Raphael and the architect Bramante. Vasari says that the 2 helped that Michelangelo would fall flat, since he was less accustomed to painting than he was sculpting, and alternatively he would grow so aggravated with the Julius that he would want to depart from Rome altogether. Rather than falling on his face, however, Michelangelo rose to the task to create one of the masterpieces of Western art. The ceiling program, which was probably formulated with the help of theologians from the Vatican, is centered around several scenes from the Old Testament, beginning with the creation of the world and ending at the story of Noah and the flood. The paintings are oriented so that view them right side up. The viewer must be facing the altar on the far side of the altar wall. The sequence begins with the creation above the altar, progresses towards the entrance side of the chapel. On the other side, the room Michelangelo began painting in 1508, and he continued until 1512. He started painting the Noah fresco. In order to frame the central Old Testament scenes, Michelangelo painted a fictive architectural molding and supporting statues down the length of the chapel. These were painted in grisaille, which gave them the appearance of concrete fixtures. Beneath the fictive architecture are marquee sets of figures painted as part of the ceiling program. These figures are located in the triangles above the arched windows. The larger seated figures between the triangles. The first group include the Old Testament people such as David, Hosea, and Jesse, all of whom were believed to be a part of Christ's human ancestry. They complemented the portraits of the popes that were painted further down the walls, since the pope served as a vicar of Christ. Thus, connections to Christ, both before and after, embody these paintings, which begin on the ceiling and continue to the walls.